Welcome back to the channel. You guys know we went on a 5,200 mile trip cross country towing this black trailer, and I have some of my last footage here that I completely forgot to post. So I wanted to discuss my transmission because we did have some issues with it. So let's go ahead and jump into the video and you guys can kind of hear me discuss that.
What's up, guys? Look here, we are 110 miles away from home. We have literally driven, ready for this? 5,000, yeah, I don't want them to see everything right now. I got videos coming soon for that, so I gotta snake you guys, But 5,000 miles. You guys know my truck has weight loss program. You guys know that I've done a bunch of upgrades to this truck. And, oh look, man, that was perfect timing. Welcome to Utah. We are so happy to be home. You guys see right there, right? The temperatures are just magnificent. Although it's only 48 degrees outside, so it's kind of wide too. But next year when the summer comes, we're gonna do some big hard testing on this truck. Now the reason why you're here is because of my transmission. So you guys know I've told you numerous times I had like this shudder when it would downshift. Now when I first got this truck, I didn't have any monitoring from Banks. As a matter of fact, I didn't have anything from Banks. I didn't even know who Banks was back then because I didn't do upgrades on my trucks. Now that I have this, I can show you and literally show you what's happening on my truck. It's absolutely insane. Now, why am I going so fast? I'm going way too fast here. Can you hold the camera for me one more time? Because I don't want to be driving and holding the camera. But right here, can you zoom in? So right there, you guys see I'm in 9th gear, right? I'm in 9th gear. I'm gonna let it get into 10th. I want you guys to hear how loud my exhaust is. I've been having to lock out 9th or lock out 10th. Hopefully you guys can hear that. You hear that? You hear that? If you can't, there's a lot of drone from this exhaust, 5-inch exhaust. And what you can do is you can actually lock out 10th and it brings down that drone because it puts you at a higher RPM. But when it's at 1700 RPM, when you're towing a trailer, it's just really drony. Now, when you don't have a trailer hooked up, my wife noticed this too, and you're in 10th gear, because you don't have any load, it's not drony. So only when you're under load, if you're going up a little bit of a grade, unloaded, you get a little bit of drone because of the load. So that's what I've been noticing, is you can lock out 10th gear. So here's the issue I'm having. I've had a shudder with this truck from day one. When I bought this truck, took it home, drove it a few times, I noticed instantly a shudder. Now it normally only happens when the truck's unloaded. It's not when it's towing. And you guys see that there's a lock right here. It shows that the torque converter is locked. And that's what I like about this system. But I could never really tell you what gear the shudder happened in because I couldn't see it. So now that I see it, I'm gonna show you guys real quickly. I'm in 10th gear again. I'm gonna downshift. Watch this real quickly. Oh, now it's not doing it. Oh, I'm going too fast here, that's why. It didn't drop. I wanted to drop down to 7th gear because you're gonna see it. You'll probably hear it and see it. Watch. Get down about 75. So right here, watch what happens. So I'm gonna give it like 20%. Watch. It didn't do it. It didn't do it. I should have shown you guys. So it is intermittent. It is intermittent. It's gonna do it. But what it does is, and I'm gonna have Josh explain this to you guys, because obviously I think my tune is really amplifying the issue. So I can probably work with DieselR Corp to get the tune like more dialed in. But whenever it downshifts, it does this like, it feels like the transmission is slipping. And it feels really, really harsh. Let me see if I can do it one more time. I'm gonna get over, nobody's behind me. I'm gonna get down to 75 again. This is where it normally happens at, so let's see if it does it. It's not doing it anymore. See, this is what happens when you pray over your truck. I've been praying over this thing. I'm like, oh, please, don't break on me. And now it's not doing it. But it would like do like this really harsh jolt. And now it's not doing it. I should have just got it on camera. See what happens when you turn the camera on? Everything fixes itself. So here's what we're gonna do. I think when we get to a grade, I'll slow down to about 65, because I want to say when we were going up did notice it when wifey was driving. It wasn't her fault. I'm not blaming you for the bug.
Oh, good.
But when she was driving, she was using cruise control up and down the grades, and that's when I noticed it because I was trying to catch some sleep, but then it kept me up because like, oh boy, what's going on with my transmission? And now, of course, it's not doing it right now, but when we get to a grade, I'll slow down to about 65, and as we're going up, I'll give it the juice and see if it does it, because I want you guys to hear what it sounds like. But it's very possible that the truck is learning, and maybe it just fixed itself somehow. But man, you guys ever see that 80 mile an hour? That's what I love about the West. You get 80 mile an hour speed limits. That's how you're able to get home so much quicker. Now you guys look right here. Look at that. My computer is saying 11.2, and then right there, look at that, 9.9. Oh, you see that? Averaging 80 miles an hour. So yes, this truck is 100% getting great fuel economy. Now I did get my worst earlier. I did a video discussing, I don't know if I'll post it before or after this, but I got some premium diesel from Cenex, and we got 9.5, I believe is what we saw, 9.45 I think it was exact. That was with us climbing. So right now we're at 6,400 feet. When I got fuel the first time from Cenex, they have this Roadmaster XL Premium Diesel. I was at 1,200, and then I filled up again with that same fuel at about 2,000 feet. And when we ended our trip, we're at 6,000 feet. I was able to get 9.5 mpg. Now, the same trip the next day, the sun was out because we were driving at night when I got that fuel. The next day, the sun's out, it's a little bit warmer. And it was windy. It was windy both days, but it was a little bit more windier that day. But I got the 7.5 mpg. And I'm telling you, it does matter about the fuel you use. I get that it's only 2 miles per gallon better, but the reality is, when you put in premium fuel, like obviously it's going to burn more efficiently. The cetane number is going to be higher, which helps with that too. And I'm pretty sure the lubricity is going to be higher as well. So be sure to check out that video. But once we get to a part where I can drop down to 65, and I'll show you guys if my transmission is still doing that quirky shudder. Because what you're gonna see is basically what was happening when the truck was stock. So now it's not doing it, but something else to keep in mind too is I do have the Banks transmission pan, and I did refill my transmission with the AMS oil fluid, and that stuff is really slippery. So yeah, 5,000 miles in the truck, no issues except for that one issue, and then my bumper's almost burning off too because of all that hot soot coming out. So I have to replace some components back there, but other than that, everything's so good. So this is pretty much where we do our towing test at. I don't think I can drop down much more than 62, but here we go. Ready for this? I'll give you the big speed limit. Yeah, it's not doing it anymore. Darn. Yeah, I won't do it. I'm sorry, guys. You know what works really good now? That works really good now. This is the steepest part of the grade. This is 6%. And I've done nothing. All I did was just take my foot off the gas. And, yep, maintaining and going down. If I were to tap the brake, you hear that? That's what you call a really healthy diesel engine right there. That is a healthy engine. Whew. Sorry guys, I really was hoping I could get that to work, because I want you guys to see exactly what was happening when my truck was just factory. I mean, because of all the extra power, it's amplified what it was actually doing, but still. If I do have a chance, maybe I'll wait till it gets a little bit cooler. Although, I mean, actually when it was happening, we were on the East Coast and it was like in the 80s. So, I mean, my temperature right now is at 144 degrees, and that's pretty much where it's been maintaining. That transmission pan from Banks really does help with the temperature. So if you would like to buy one of those oil pan, I have a promo code down below for that. And yeah, let me try it one more time. Turn. My transmission is acting good now. I can't believe it. Like, you know what? I'm trying to show you guys something bad. Something good happens. I mean, you can't beat that.
Anytime you plan on tuning your engine, you definitely want to follow up with tuning your transmission. And that's kind of why I decided to post this footage. I was not going to post it, but the shift pattern in this truck has to be dialed in with the engine. So DieselR Corp released their transmission tuning. So now you can basically, unfortunately, pull out your T93, because if you guys don't remember, I had to pull out my E42 that was pretty much right here. I've done footage on that, but your T93 is actually under the hood. So this is a lot easier to get to. It's right there. So if we want to get this transmission tuned, I can send it in to HP Tuners through DieselR Corp. Promo code down below if you want to use their services. I pretty much did everything through them for my tuning, for my engine, exhaust, EGR stuff, canvas plug for the DEF system. But yes, my truck's tune is so much better. But because I tuned my engine, I have to now tune my transmission. And that'll probably fix and actually enhance the transmission on the truck. And I'm pretty sure, hopefully I'll have a chance to talk to DieselR Corp and really get some more detail on this tune file. And if you have any questions, I can ask them while I'm already there. So the one thing I want to ask them is, can someone just tune their transmission without tuning their engine? Because some of you guys might not care to do what I've done, you know, with my engine. But you might want to get a better shift pattern for your transmission. And the tuning on the transmission should really make it respond and act better on the stock truck. But I'll ask that question to be sure. And if you have any other questions, obviously I can ask them, but let's go ahead and jump online really quickly. I want to show you guys some of the stuff that I've done and the transmission tuning, and then that'll pretty much end this video. If you go up to the top here, you'll see 2024 to 2026 Duramax L5P. And I think they might have just updated for 2026. So let's just go to tune files first. You guys see it does have an all-in-one kit as well. So you guys can pretty much see down here, you have to unlock the T93 before you can tune it. So you will be without your truck for a little over a week. Not sure how long, sometimes depending on shipping and weather, all that stuff, it could affect it. But that service is $399.99. You can get all this stuff done through DieselR Corp. Promo code down below. And what I highly recommend is, if you know you're going to probably do weight loss program, just go ahead and send in your ECM with your TCM. That way you can get both of them unlocked. You don't have to do anything to the truck. You can just unlock them and just be ready to go with the tune files and getting everything done at the time that you want to get it done, basically. So this is a one-time thing too. You don't have to unlock it again. So once it's done, it's done. And be sure to pause. I'm not going to go through all this stuff, but I want to show you everything that's entailed here. I like this about DieselR Corp. Very straightforward. You guys know I do use the RTD4, and that's how I tune my truck. So you're going to need that programmer basically to add the tune files to the truck. Okay, now let's keep going. Here is the tune file. So $399 to unlock it, $300 for the tune file, and I believe there's only one, so that's a good thing. And if you scroll down here, it pretty much explains what this entails. So again, if you're trying to get the most out of your truck, transmission tuning is a huge help with shift patterns and how the transmission behaves. So hope this video was helpful. Video coming soon on this. So I just wanted to show it to you in this video. That way you have something to look forward to in the future. And again, down below, leave your questions. If there's any questions you want me to ask DieselR Corp, I can do that when I ask my questions. And that way when I do our follow-up video, I can pretty much answer questions that you guys may have here. So again, here's all the improvements that tuning will do. And so far, my 125 horsepower tune file has been amazing. No issues, no check engine lights. It's been pretty much absolutely flawless. So yes, be sure to check out the promo code down below if you would like to purchase anything from them. See you guys in the next video.